No.
They can hear me. All right. Hello. Can everybody hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Alice says yes. Great. So we're here today to show you guys an amazing new marketing platform that we're going to be rolling out. Chris Ha and his company Bullseye are amazing. They're a talented group. I would describe them as marketing services and promotion organization, full service. They are incredible, and Chris is here to show you the details and the specifics and the power of this platform. So I'm just going to turn it right over to Chris, and he's gonna wow you. Go ahead, Chris.
All right. Thank you for the introduction, Carlos. How's everybody doing today? I see some familiar faces there. Kathy, how you doing? It's been a while. Good to see you. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick screen share and show you kind of what we've been working with your leadership team on to provide marketing services for the teams, for those solo agents that just don't have time to do the type of marketing. See, the biggest problem right now is there's so many different areas, there's so many channels, so many platforms that you need to be on, and it's just time. It's consuming, and it can be confusing, and it can stress you out. So what your leadership team has done is went out and looked for solutions to create simple systems so that you can get your marketing done, especially when it comes to social media, when you get a new listing, just marketing support to have you get that stuff out quicker, because real estate is very time driven. Marketing is very time driven. And if you really think about it, you have four key opportunities to market when you get a listing or a sale, right? It's you're just listed, you do a price reduction, if there's an open house, and you want to be able to promote and announce that the home is sold. So really four key events and opportunities, and it's very time sensitive, right? You can't do a just listed a month after the fact, and especially in this market, once you list a property, it sells pretty quick. So very, very time driven, and we have created a solution alongside with your leadership team to help you request marketing a lot faster. So this is a demo site. This is an example site of another market center that we are working with. As you can see here, once you log in, you'll have a resource area with all of the different resources here. And once you log in, you'll be able to see and access any type of marketing that you want. So what I'm going to show you here is the request for marketing. And once you fill out the simple questionnaire, it takes less than 3 minutes. You put in your name, the property address, your email, tell us if your listing is live on the MLS. If it is, no worries, we'll grab the information. If it's not, tell us when you're going to put it in the MLS, give us a photo or two, and tell us what the status is on that listing so that we can create that marketing for you. So what do you want? So we have the ability to do postcards. I'll show you that in a minute. If you want to send out 20 postcards, 50 postcards, 100 postcards, 1,000 postcards, we recommend a minimum of 200 postcards when marketing to an area. We've actually set up a partnership with Real Mailers. Some of you may have used them directly or indirectly, but we have a program set up with them where we do all of the setup. You just pay your hard cost, which is your postage. And I will circle back on that in a minute because we had a lot of questions on that. So done for you, meaning you put this information in, you get a listing, you sell a property, and you want to say that you sold it, or if it's just listed, you would put in the status there. And if you wanted to email the entire MLS that, we can craft a flyer and send it out to your entire MLS on your behalf so that everybody can see that listing. Social media posting. If you want it on social media, we will create those posts for you and send those to you within 24 hours, depending on when we get it in. If it's later, it'll be the following day, right? So usually we aim for same day to next day delivery. If you just want a PDF flyer, and you want to print out hard flyers for your listing, right? And then any additional notes. So once you hit the submit button, that then goes out to our web team, and they will go ahead and process that. Now, as far as the postcards go, I'm going to pull up the interface here so you can see it. Okay, and I will log into it. So when you request a postcard, initially we're going to work with you on design. I would say not every agent does postcards. We'll say like 3 out of 10. It's becoming more of a thing now because digital costs, believe it or not, marketing are kind of up there with, hard print costs. It used to be that, digital marketing, digital ads were very, very low compared to print. And now it's going up in prices. You guys can probably see ad cost per click. That's going up significantly because everybody's using it. It's more widely used now. So print marketing is getting much more aggressive and simple. So here's an example of, a request that would come in. We would create your postcard, put in the QR code, design it to however you like. So if you have an existing design, we can create one, put it on file. And once you approve it, you just put in your email, payment info, and then you hit make payment. And that goes out just like it was an email, right? So you would go in and update that info. As far as targeting goes, the data is already connected through Real Mailers and their data partners. So Real Mailers actually has all of the neighborhood data for, owner occupied, all of this information here. If you're looking at just for single family properties, and then if you want to do standard or first class mail. As far as pricing goes, this is the pricing. It's set pricing, no minimums, no subscriptions. You only pay for what you send. It's the same cost for 1 and 1,000. Now, I get agents tell me all the time, hey, I can get a better deal at, XYZ prints. If I send more in bulk, they charge me less. Yes, there's, I think hundreds of great platforms out there, and they all work differently. There's, Corefact, right? All these other things. But again, this is very streamlined. It works very quick, and all the data is integrated. So, you do pay for some of those services, and that's just how it's set up. So once you choose once we help you with the targeting, you tell us the number of homes. We would set up the targeting. Let's say you wanted 500 homes, you would see that change. If we wanted to just target, if you wanted to just target a specific area in that neighborhood, if you just wanted this side, we can actually target specifically and not, right? So let's say you just wanted that. That's about 117 homes. So it really depends on your preference. Just let us know what you need. All this information is there. We will actually create the account for you. You will also have access, so you can go in and tweak and refine things as well. But the whole key here is done for you. Once you submit a request, that will get set up for you, and then you would get notified. So instead of having to log in, do your own design, right? We would actually do all this for you. You would just go in and proof it and submit the payment info. Okay. Any questions so far?
Yeah, Chris, we're very excited about the, thank you so much for now, everything you've shown us. We're really excited to see the social media, the social media posts just listed, and the brochures that our agents can send out to their sphere, including emailing the MLS like a blast email. Would you mind showing us a bit of that?
Yeah, so let me show you some examples here. So we have many design packs that we do. And once your account's activated, we work with your leadership team to customize it specifically for your market center. And then we'll actually make these templates available to you in Canva. Canva, the reason why we use it, it's a great tool. It's widely used. We create all of these in Photoshop and Illustrator, but not everybody has that, and everybody uses Canva. So we lay it out on here for you. We make it available, and then once you have your branding done, we will store your information on file. We have default designs that will work with your leadership team on making available, so you can choose from those designs. Or if you have a specific design, specific branding you'd like to use, you just let us know and we will put those on file. So every time you place a request, we would use that design. It's just like you use a signpost company, you order a signpost, they have it on file, they'll bring your sign out. So once you order from, you make your first request and orders, we would have those items on file and use those. And if there's any change, or if you want updates, you let us know. But here you can see, there's literally hundreds of different designs you can choose from, you can use, and we will customize them for you if you have your own design templates, right? So we make all of these available for you, right? These are the social posts. This is the other pack here. Okay.
Thanks, Chris. So they can design it using these modernized templates, or they can request that Bullseye create it for them, and all they do is inquiry, right?
Right. So if you have a design already, say, hey, here's one I like, or here's mine. Just give us the image. It can be in any format, and we can get that customized for you. Okay. So yeah, because most agents, most of you guys have your own specific layouts you like already. We can just recreate those and have them on file. So you just let us know, and we'll work with your leadership team on how to submit those requests for us. So we would work with you on just customizing your own templates and themes. So you can see here again, there's literally hundreds of them for all kinds of properties. We can change the color, we can move anything around, so just whatever you want, basically. Okay, and then as far as the resource center goes, there'll be things in here that will be centralized, like your vendors, right, who you use. So your market center leadership team will get all of this information on here, and we will work with them on having vendors available. If you have preferred vendors, if you want to share vendors with your team, agent referrals, off-market listings can all be accessed through here. If anybody's looking for, showing assistant, all the information will be available here for you to utilize. Okay, so any questions so far? I know we went through a lot of information there. Team meeting recordings, trainings will also be archived on here as well. So that for those folks that missed it, all the information will be there.
What about logo creation for teams?
So if it's logo creation and branding, we do have those services available. We can offer that, and that's just an additional service that the agent would be responsible for. This is what the market center covers as far as like marketing and things like that. If you wanted a custom branding, a logo, we can help you with that. It just really depends on what you want. If it's just a redesign, a total new design, you have no idea where to start, we can consult you. Or if you just have something that you kind of like already, you just want to refresh it, we can do that as well.
So just to comment, someone asked, is this in to replace Designs in Command or in addition to? It's definitely in addition.
No,
to.
it's an addition. It's for if you need it done for you and you don't have the time, a great resource that you can use to get your marketing done for you. But there's Command, Designs, great tools. If you see something that you like in there, right, and you don't want to create it every time, just say, hey, I like this one. Can you put this on my file? And then next time you request it, we'll create that for you with your information in. Because the problem with all the platforms is they're great. They got nice designs on them. You just have to go in and actually do it, which creates a lot of distractions when you're trying to do your lead generation and the other activities.
One more question. Will there be some training on this to point us in directions for here's how you get this launched?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So what we can do, work with Carlos and set up a training on Zoom. We can record it. And then we'll also have step-by-step instructions on, how to go in here, log in, submit information, and how it works when you get it back. Basically, you would fill out the order form, the request form, and then we would email you the information, right? The deliverables. So if you wanted social media post, that will be done for you, and you would get that, and you would go and post it. If you wanted a email marketing to submit your listing to the entire MLS, you would submit that. We would send you a proof to approve. Once you approve it, the email will go out. Right. It's basically a like zip your flyer type thing that it goes out to the entire MLS to promote your listing to all the agents in your market.
I have a question regarding the postcards.
Yeah.
Is there a capability if you wanted to send some to particular mailing list, or just add?
Absolutely. You could right here upload your list. So you could upload a client list, you can upload a farm, and then that will be all in file. So you can include a list. So if you wanted, let's say you had, 20 really good clients that you just want to be on your list, and everything that you do, including your direct mail marketing, you want them to get, they would get that in the mail as well. So there is the ability to upload your own list right here. Great question.
Once a social media post is created, can you post directly to like Instagram and Facebook through Canva, or is it just something you would download and then repost?
It would just be something that you would download and repost. Mm-hmm.
Okay, makes sense. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
When it said that for the postcards, 1 to 2 weeks in advance notice, did you mean that once you put in to get a postcard made, then it takes 1 to 2 weeks till it gets out into the mail? Is that what that means?
It really depends on, if you want to go standard or first class. Most agents, obviously, they want to maximize and pay as least amount as possible for marketing. So if you choose standard mail, you want to give as much notice as possible so that it goes out. So usually that's, 1 to 2 weeks before your listing hits. And then usually when you have a listing, you know when you're going to put it live and things like that, when it's just going to go live. And you tell the seller, hey, once you sign on the dotted line, the marketing is going to start. We're going to be doing mailers and things like that. So, make sure this is the date you want, because once we roll out and hit the green light on the marketing, it's going to go out regardless. So you just let the seller know as well that if we hit, we specify this date, then that's the date it needs to get listed, because postcards and things are going to get mailed out to the entire neighborhood. So really, again, depends on your preference. If you want to go first class, that gets there a lot faster. If you want to do standard mail, we recommend you just give us more notice so that we can time it properly.
Hey, Chris, it's Steve. Could you go back to the platform and show that?
Oh yeah, to the mailer.
No, the actual platform itself.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, right there, right. So to answer some of your questions, I think there's a little confusion. So this platform is something that we're bringing you as an addition to our website, our KW203 website. So access to it is going to be free, and use of most of it is be free. The market center is covering the cost. If you want to do those mailings like Chris was just showing you, that's an extra cost. If you want to create a custom logo, that's an extra cost, but that'll all be outlined on the platform as well, that you can get.
Yeah, there will be a paid section. So we have the ability to create, custom websites at a discounted price. So I can show you that real quick. So these are some of the websites that, we can create luxury type. If you see something that you like, this is a custom website that we build out. And for those that are using Command and you want like an IDX in your website. We can also integrate IDX, your IDX from command in your website, so you don't incur, additional IDX costs on top of that, right? So lots of different things that we can do. The custom websites, they run $850. Usually you would pay anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000 for a site like this to be built out. But your market center has a special plan, and we have set designs that you can pick from. So it's semi-custom, but it is custom. If you want a full-on custom build from scratch, we can give you a quote on that. But for the most part, I would say 8 out of 10 agents go with that are semi-custom, which are pretty customizable. You just have to start with the design framework that we have available, right? So lots of different designs that we can show you. We have a whole portfolio. Actually, I'll send out the links to Carlos, and he can send to everyone else. But you can see all the different design that you can choose from, and we can really help you customize it and get it really dialed in. So a lot of different websites. We work with a lot of top agents from all over. We work with KWRI. They refer us a lot of their Gary's top 100 agents. So we do build out a lot of websites, and we can give you some insights and some good ideas. So this is an example of one of Gary's top 100 agents. We just finished this build, and this is kind of what it looks like. As far as this is a semi-custom site as well. So you can do a lot with one of those, but if you're like, hey, I'm very specific, I want custom coding, I want, golf courses, and I want those things to come up, and we want to pull data in from, different golf courses, we can set that up as well. Let's see, live.
Chris, it's Rick Scott, and I just wanted to, just practically speaking, if I go out and take a new listing, I just want to make sure I have this right. So I go out and take a new listing, and I come back to the office and say, all right, now I need to produce a flyer for that new listing. I request my flyer. I give you I put it on the MLS. I request the flyer with the MLS information through the portal, and then what shows up to me same day or next day is an 8.5 by 11 PDF of a flyer that I can either then use to blast out to my database or send to the printer for actual print work, or do whatever I want with. Is that kind of the
correct? Yeah. So if you want an 8.5 by 11 flyer, it could be open house, just listed, just sold, whatever the status is. Just tell us what that is, and we'll go ahead and create that for you.
And if we want, so for me, if my flyers all are not going to have a status, they're just property flyers, then I can just request no status. Yes.
Yeah. So we have a section where it says other information or additional information. You would just put that in there and just say, hey, no status. Right? I just want a flyer. Right. So, oops. So that would be just right here under additional notes, and you would just say no flyer, no status. I'm sorry. Okay. And there's certain specific things that as we move along that you're going to request. We can adjust the questions and the options as well. So you just let us know what you want. It's really customizable to specifically for your market and for your market center. Every area is a little different. In California, there's a lot of things you can't say and can't do, and then in Texas, it's much more less compliant than California, and then New York and Manhattan. Some areas they don't have MLSs, so we've worked with lots of different regions and areas. So again, everything's customizable. Just let us know if there's a specific thing that we need to add or remove. We can do that.
One question do you ever do anything that has copy on it? And if it does, do you write the copy, or do we send that to you, or How does that work?
No, that would be something that, if you wanted a copy, or if there's a social media post and you wanted information on there, you would tell us. Like, so we don't write like marketing remarks and things like that. We leave that to the agent because we don't know about the property. So you would tell us what you would want on there. But as far as like,
Would that be in
promoting
the
listings-
additional box, additional note?
So what copy are you?
Well,
looking
say
for
maybe
more like?
it's, I don't know, maybe it's postcard, maybe it's social media.
Okay. So if it's for like social media, usually it's, hey, just listed, and then it would be your marketing remarks that you would put there in the caption of your post. So when it comes time to like creating the post, we really don't put text in the post in the graphics area. When you post on social media, usually that's in the caption, and that was what usually the agent would write. So we don't actually provide the caption content writing part, just the design and property information part.
Hey, Chris, thank you. This has been great. I think everybody's going to be excited to use this platform. And we'll be sharing Chris's information. If you guys have some more questions, you want to hear about his services, you could reach out to him for sure.
Yeah, and what we'll do is, I know that there's going to be lots of questions and different things. So we will work very closely with the agents, with you, with your leadership team on just making this work for you and making it as simple as possible, right? Because if it's so complicated and it takes a lot of time to do, why not just do it yourself? But so, our team's very, we have a high sense of urgency. We know that these things need to be done in a specific amount of time. And this, your market center, again, has brought in as a service to you to save you time and to get your marketing to look better, right? So you have marketing support alongside, your general market center support. So it's not just flyers and templates and things that you download. We have those, but done for you services. That way you can save more time and go out and sell more real estate.
All right, guys, look for more coming to you in an email explaining this and the rollout of this. Chris is already hard at work at getting it started for us. So thanks for being here.
Yeah. So we're in the process now of getting all of this set up, and we'll be announcing it very, very soon here in the next few weeks.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
All right. Thanks for having me. Good to see everybody. We'll
Thank
talk to
you.
you later. Bye.
Bye, guys.